Shock and awe is a very real military tactic. It's what Hitler used and it's what the Trump administration is using right now. Hi, my name is Raven. I'm going to tell you all about it and what you can do to avoid falling prey to this tactic. For those of you who don't know, I was originally in the Army as a 35 Papa cryptologic linguist, with my language being Arabic, working in signals intelligence for the Military Intelligence Corps. And I was also a female airborne infantryman. It's kind of a wild story. It's up on my threads if you guys want to ever go give that a read, and I talk about how I ended up on that path. But right now we're going to focus on shock and awe. So what is this tactic? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's shock and then awe. What happens is the person committing shock and awe gives you as much crazy, overwhelming information as possible as rapidly as they can. In Germany, it was called Blitzkrieg. This is exactly what they're doing right now with each new executive order. It's designed to overwhelm you and quite literally shock you. And if you know about shock, it usually paralyzes people. It is a common reaction for people to get paralyzed by shock. That is kind of the goal here, is that it's going to stop you from even being able to organize and mobilize within your local communities, to exercise your First Amendment rights, to protest and to march and to fight back against this regime takeover. That's exactly the goal, and it's working. A lot of people are falling prey to it. So the second half of that is awe. So they do all of these things, right? They throw all of these things at you, all these executive orders, this chaos, this rapid takeover that you didn't see coming, and all these things that you, even as Republicans now, are like, I didn't vote for this, this is insane, but you're just paralyzed by it. Well, then they come in and they do awe. And that's where Trump is going to make himself seem like some Lord and Savior, because he's going to say, well, look at all of these problems that are now solved. He's going to point at things that he doesn't even deserve credit for. He's going to point at things about the economy, which he inherited from Biden, that he's going to take credit for. He's going to do stuff like this to make himself seem like the savior in this situation. Because, yeah, you just had to endure the worst of it. Yeah, we just had to go through essentially mass deportations, which is exactly how it started in Germany, too. By the way, it was mass deportations of the Jews. Yeah, you had to go through that. We know it was crazy, we know it was a scary time for you, but we appreciate you guys being true Americans and sticking it out through this dangerous time. And now look at us, look at how great the country is now. We got rid of part of the problem and we're still taking on the rest of it as we speak. Look at this wonderful new place we've just started to take steps towards and create. It's exactly what he's going to do. Make himself look like the hero afterwards. What this also does is it expands your window of tolerance so that you are willing to tolerate more. It desensitizes you to the things that you're going to see around you. This worked in Nazi Germany. It desensitized the people of Nazi Germany to the point that they were reporting Jews. They were calling the Gestapo and having them come and take the Jews away because they felt like it was their civic duty. They didn't feel any sort of empathy, any sort of emotional repercussion for what they were just subjecting their neighbors to. They didn't feel that because they felt it was their national duty, which is exactly how MAGA is. So how can we combat this? For starters, if a MAGA comes into your comment section, do not engage, block, report, delete. Silence, 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 silence. These idiots have such an insane need to be heard that if you just keep blocking them and silencing them and not engaging with their comments, they're going to lose their mind and they're going to dedicate all their time and energy into creating fake new accounts and troll accounts just to get their voice out there and really get their pro-Trump stuff out there and argue with liberals. So just block, report, delete, do not engage, and it'll actually keep them distracted long enough that you and your community can get together, organize, and start planning your demonstrations. This will help keep them focused on the right hand while the left hand is doing something different. Also, what you can do, this is something kind of small, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it really matters. Ladies and gentlemen, and anybody in between who doesn't fall on that spectrum, you can start wearing red lipstick. It was Victory Red that they wore in World War II. I don't know if any particular cosmetic company still makes that color, but you can just wear red lipstick in general. It was what women in the US wore as an FU to Hitler, because at the time, Hitler outlawed red lipstick in Germany. This can be seen as a sign of defiance against the system, and I know you might think, well, I don't feel like I'm doing a lot by wearing red. You are, because it's really helpful for other people when they feel overwhelmed and alone and like everybody else is on Trump's side. I feel like I'm all by myself out here. It's nice for them to have a visual, to see somebody, and without having to exchange words, they can just go, okay, I'm not alone. I will warn you, the second that you start doing this, MAGA women are going to come in and try and co-op it. Let them. Do not stop. Do not change course. Let them. They're going to try and co-op it. They're going to try and troll people with wearing the red lipstick, blah, 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 blah. Do not let it stop you. If they want to wear it, great. Guess what? Now they're showing off to their other MAGA friends that they're on the side of resistance. That's their problem to deal with. You keep wearing the red lipstick. Do not let them take that away from you. Do not give them that power at all, just like you don't give them the power of a voice. Finally, stay on track. Stay on track, stay on track, stay on track. There's going to be a lot more chaotic news coming our way within the next few days. Stay on track. Do not lose focus. Continue to meet up with your local chapters and your local organizations. Go on Google. There is a lot of organizations around you that you can join. Defense of Democracy, Voices Ignited, Common Defense is one for veterans that you can join. There's Veterans Against Fascism. There's a bunch of organizations. Look them up and go to meetings, see if they align with the goals that you have, and then start planning with them. Start actually planning. Start submitting the paperwork for the permits, for road closures if you want to march, if you want to have a demonstration. Start actually doing that. And no matter what these MAGA people throw your way, block, delete, report, silence, mute, stay focused. And whatever headlines come out, it's going to shock you, it's going to make you afraid. Do not lose focus. Keep planning, keep demonstrating, keep organizing. And again, if you're not a planner or an organizer, throw a little red lipstick on. Make these MAGA women get very distracted trying to troll you on that. Because then at least, once again, they're going to look at this hand while you're doing this. Remember, you're dealing with super low intellect here, so think of ways that you would distract toddlers, and that's what's going to work for MAGA. Stay safe, get organized, do not let shock and awe take over and consume you. Stay strong, stay on the course, and keep fighting back. It is your First Amendment right. I love you all.